Elon Musk swore the Cybertruck's Falcon wing doors were engineered to be safer than anything on the road. Within 6 months, the government forced a recall. But that wasn't even the worst part. Because by summer 2024, these doors started opening at highway speeds while children were inside. If you think the door recalls were bad, the second wave of failures is about to hit different. So subscribe now, because what Tesla tried to bury next will tell you everything about how this company actually works. Elon Musk said it plainly in November 2023, standing inside Tesla's Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. The Falcon wing doors are engineered for safety. No fingers get caught. It's genuinely safer than conventional doors. First customer deliveries started that same month. Within weeks, owners flooding our old Cybertruck reported something Musk hadn't mentioned. The doors simply wouldn't work when the temperature dropped below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. By January 2024, a 28-year-old owner in Austin woke up to find his driver's side door frozen shut. He filmed it. His video showed the door motor spinning, the mechanisms grinding, nothing opening. That same week, similar videos appeared on YouTube from owners across Texas and Colorado. The pattern was identical: cold morning, door fails, customer stranded. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration started logging complaints on January 8, 2024. 12 reports came in that week alone. By mid-January, the number had climbed to 47. Every single complaint described the same two failures. Doors wouldn't close properly, or doors wouldn't open at all. Some owners reported both problems on the same vehicle. Then, on May 10, 2024, Tesla issued a voluntary recall. NHTSA campaign ID 24V275000. The official statement read like a confession. Door latch may not engage properly, creating a risk of unintended door opening during driving. The recall covered 378 Cybertrucks built between November 2023 and May 2024. That was 1 out of every 35 Cybertrucks on the road. Tesla's own service bulletins confirmed what owners had discovered themselves. The electronic door latch controller was failing in temperatures below freezing. The fixed required replacement hardware, not software. Repair time averaged 4 to 6 hours per vehicle. Some owners waited 2 weeks for appointments. Here's the contradiction that matters. Musk had spent 3 years on stage claiming the Falcon wing design represented the future of automotive engineering. Safer, more elegant, impossible to fail. 6 months after customers took delivery, the U.S. government forced Tesla to recall them for that exact mechanism. The company had known. Internal emails from September 2023 showed engineers had flagged the cold weather sensor issue 2 months before the first truck left the factory. By December 2023, owners across the frozen north started reporting the same nightmare. A 41-year-old paramedic named Marcus in Minneapolis couldn't open his driver's side door on a Tuesday morning when the temperature dropped to 18 degrees. He filed a complaint with NHTSA on December 18th. By January, he wasn't alone. A owner in Chicago reported the same issue. Then Minnesota. Then Michigan. The pattern was unmistakable. Below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the door sensors simply quit working. But here's what most people covering this miss. Tesla's own engineers had documented this exact failure mode in September 2023, 2 months before first delivery. Reuters obtained the internal emails. A manager's response to the flagged problem was blunt. "We'll address it in an over-the-air update." That update never came for 16 weeks. Meanwhile, service centers across the northern United States flooded with appointments. In February 2024 alone, Tesla logged 340 door-related service calls, 4 to 6 hours per repair. Some customers waited 14 days just to get their truck looked at. The paramedic in Minneapolis posted on the Tesla Owners Forum, "I paid $60,000 for a truck I cannot use in winter." Tesla's answer finally came in March 2024. A software patch pushed to all affected vehicles. But the numbers told the real story. The patch reduced the failure rate from 8.7% down to 3.2%. That meant 1 in every 30 Cybertrucks still couldn't open in cold weather. The company had engineered a solution that left the problem unsolved for millions of people in climates where winter actually exists. The RAL had addressed the mechanical latch. The software patch had limped through the sensor issue. But Tesla's own rule showed what was really happening inside those doors. By June 2024, a second and far more dangerous problem emerged. A 34-year-old driver on Interstate 95 in North Carolina felt his passenger door swing open while traveling at 55 miles per hour. His 8-year-old child was in the back seat. He posted the incident on the Tesla Community Forum on June 12th. NHTSA logged his complaint 4 days later. Within 6 weeks, 23, identical reports had come in, all involving the rear Falcon wing doors opening during highway driving. The issue wasn't cold this time. It was heat. Tesla's internal engineering files revealed what had happened. The electronic latch controller, the computer that tells the door whether to lock or unlock, would lose its calibration during rapid temperature changes. A truck sitting in a 95-degree parking lot, then blasted by air conditioning inside, created the perfect storm for the system to forget its settings. The door would think it was supposed to open. In July 2024, NHTSA opened a formal investigation into unintended door opening during operation. Tesla had known about the controller vulnerability since August 2023. Internal emails showed the engineering team had flagged it. No design change was made before launch. On August 16, 2024, Tesla announced a second recall. This time, it was 6,047 vehicles. Campaign ID 24V8000. The fix required replacing the entire latch controller hardware, not a software patch. Tesla told owners the repair would take 6 to 8 weeks. Service centers across the country reported they were booked solid through mid-October. Some owners waited 12 weeks just to get an appointment. Musk had promised the Falcon wing doors would be easier to use in tight parking spaces and more secure in crashes. 9 months after the first customer took delivery, They were opening at highway speeds and refusing to close in winter. 2 separate recalls. 2 separate design flaws in the same component. The door had become the truck's most unreliable system. On October 23, 2024, Tesla held its third-quarter earnings call. An analyst asked Musk directly about the door recalls. His answer was immediate. These are minor, typical early production issues. Every new vehicle has them. CFO Vaibhav Khanna offered no timeline for resolution. No investor pressed further. The conversation moved on, but the market wasn't moving on. CarGurus data showed Cybertruck resale values collapsed 12% in September alone. A vehicle that had sold for $65,000, used with just 8 months on the odometer, was now worth $57,200. The average repair cost per vehicle exceeded $2,400. No other new EV had worse economics. A Ford F-150 Lightning from the same year lost only 10% of its value. The Cybertruck lost 18%. The math was brutal. By November 2024, Tesla's website still called the Falcon Wing doors a signature design element. Marketing copy hadn't changed. No acknowledgement of the recalls, no explanation. Just the same image of the door opening with the same language about innovation and safety that had shipped 6 months before a stranger's child nearly fell from a moving truck at highway speed. This is what happens when a company prioritizes mythology over engineering. When hype becomes product. When a CEO's public promises matter more than what actually works. The Cybertruck's door wasn't a failure of metal or circuitry. It was a failure of discipline. The choice to launch before ready, fix publicly, and